There is something strange about modern life. Most of us are not starving. We're not living in war zones. We have technology our grandparents could not even imagine. And yet, so many people feel tired all the time. Not physically tired, but mentally exhausted. You wake up already tense. Your phone lights up before your mind is ready. News, messages, notifications, opinions, all competing for your attention. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, a quiet question appears. Why do I feel overwhelmed, even when nothing is technically wrong? This video is not about fixing your life. It's about understanding why your mind feels under attack, and how people long before us learned to stay calm in conditions far worse than ours. Before we begin, if you enjoy long-form reflections that help you think clearly, consider subscribing. This channel is not about quick motivation. It's about building a mind that lasts. Now, let's begin. Life has always been a battlefield. Imagine a man sitting alone at night, not in a palace, not celebrating victory, but in a tent in the middle of a war. He is responsible for thousands of lives, surrounded by betrayal, disease, and death. And instead of writing commands or speeches, he writes reminders to himself, not to impress anyone, not to publish a book, but to stay sane. His private notes were never meant for the world. They were meant to protect his inner life from the chaos outside. This is where a powerful idea begins. Philosophy was never meant to escape life. It was meant to survive it. And strangely, our lives today, with traffic, deadlines, social media outrage, and constant comparison, are not as different as we think. The battlefield has changed, but the pressure hasn't. Modern life, a new kind of war. Our ancestors feared hunger and violence. We fear falling behind, being judged, missing out, being irrelevant. The threats are no longer physical, they are psychological. Your body reacts to a bad comment the same way it once reacted to danger. Heart rate rises, muscles tense, stress hormones flood your system. But here's the problem. Your nervous system was designed for short emergencies, not for 24/7 exposure to problems you cannot control. Politics you can't influence, news you can't verify, opinions you didn't ask for. So your mind never rests. The question is no longer, how do I avoid stress? The real question is, how do I remain calm in the middle of it? The inner fortress. Ancient thinkers had a radical idea. You cannot control the world, but you can control how the world enters your mind. They made a crucial distinction. There are things within your control, your thoughts, your judgments, your responses, and things outside your control, other people, outcomes, reputation, wealth, politics, luck. Most human suffering comes from mixing these two. We try to control what cannot be controlled, and we neglect the one thing that actually belongs to us, our inner life. So instead of building walls around the world, they built walls inside themselves. Not walls of indifference, but walls of clarity, an inner fortress. Happiness You can be a Here's where things get uncomfortable. Happiness, according to this philosophy, is not excitement. It is not pleasure. It is not constant positivity. True happiness is not being disturbed. Not because nothing bad happens, but because your mind doesn't collapse every time something does. This doesn't mean suppressing emotion. It means not being ruled by it. Anger, jealousy, fear, regret. These are not enemies, they are signals, pointing to faulty judgments beneath them. Change the judgment and the emotion follows. That insight alone later inspired modern cognitive therapy. Not the event hurts us, but the story we tell ourselves about the event. Perception is power. Consider a traffic jam. Objectively, cars are not moving. That's it. Everything else, this is unbearable. My day is ruined. This always happens to me. Those are add-ons, and they are optional. This philosophy teaches a simple pause. Stop. Examine the thought. Ask, is this fact or interpretation? Is this within my control? Is my reaction helping or harming me? Only then respond. Most people never pause. They react automatically, and that is how the world controls them. A noisy world needs a quiet mind. We live in an age of outrage. But outrage is addictive. It gives us a sense of importance, a sense of belonging, a sense of being right. The cost? Peace. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every issue deserves your emotional energy. Learning to let go is not apathy. It is self-respect. This philosophy does not ask you to become a monk, or a thinker, or someone else. It asks something much simpler. Can you protect your inner life in a world that constantly tries to invade it? Can you respond instead of react? Can you remain human without becoming hardened? Because a calm mind is not weak, it is trained. If this reflection resonated with you, support the channel by liking this video and subscribing. And if you're willing, share in the comments one situation where you realized your suffering came not from the event, but from the story in your head. In the next video, we'll explore why forced positivity often makes things worse and what to do instead. Until then, stay aware and protect your inner fortress.